students, as we have completed that chapter number 6 and poem. Chapter number 6 is about that autobiography which is written by that APJ Abdul Kalam. Then we have completed one poem that no men are foreign. In that poem the poet has described about that the whole world is a one type of family, and all the human beings, those who are living over here, they are one type of family members. Now we'll move ahead with another chapter from your behind textbook, chapter number 7, packing. Packing chapter, which is written by Jerome K. Jerome. Jerome K. Jerome is a famous writer. That writer who was born on May 2nd, 1859 in England, Caldmore in England. He was born, once again I am repeating, he was born May 2nd, 1859, Caldmore in England. He is the best known for the comic travel. One more thing, that this chapter, the packing, was taken from that very famous magazine, as well as that story is there, Three Men in Boat. From that chapter has taken a small part, from that story has taken the packing. We'll get the information more about that our writer Jerome K. Jerome. Jerome K. Jerome was born in England and brought up in that London. Unfortunately, when he was 13 or 14 years old, he lost his parents, and that's why he brought up in London in a very poverty life. That means he spent his childhood in a very poverty. He completed his education in St. Marylon School. As he wants to become a politician, but he became that English writer, and he has written many different dramas, storybooks, and novel and all. Three Men in Boat, it was the popular novel, and from that this chapter is taken. Now we'll move ahead with this chapter. That in this chapter, three main characters are there. Actually 4 main characters, but 3 main characters as well as one pet is there. We'll move ahead in detail. That 3 characters are there, 3 friends, George, Harris, and our writer Jerome K. Jerome. One day they decided to go for a journey, or decided to go for a trip. As whenever we are deciding at that moment, we are very excited for the journey, and for that we are having a lots of preparation. Okay, that thing will do, that thing will do, this thing will do. Like that we are having the excitement. Like that the George, Harris and Jerome are having excitement. But that Jerome, our writer, he knows very well that George and Harris, comparing to them, he is the best packer of the world. According to him, he is the best packer of the world, and that's why he has taken the charge to packing all the stuffs. In the very early, that means in the beginning only, he informed to that George and Harris that don't worry about packing. I will do the packing work. You just don't worry about it. And that's why first he started that I packed, and then they have started their packing. That means he has started his packing work. He directly informed to that George and Harris that you, George and Harris, were relaxing while the author was working. That means he has already informed to the George and Harris, okay, don't worry about packing work, I will do, so you just have a seat. sit comfortably and relax, feel relaxed, and that's why they are feeling comfortable as well as relaxing. George is sitting in that chair, and that Harris is sitting on the table while coxing their legs and like something like that. When that Jerome is having a one type of belief, okay, when he is, that means starting the packing work, at that moment according to him, he became the boss. Why? Because during the packing session, during this time, everyone needs to follow the order of Jerome. In which direction they need to pack, what the instruction, whatever the instruction which is given by that Jerome, everyone needs to follow anyhow. So at that moment he became the boss, and that's why each and every time he feel like that, okay, this house is my office or my working place. Here I am the boss and the other employees, those are, that means these are my servants, and they need to follow my orders, and that's why I loved to the packing work. Each and every time he is doing the packing work only. One other thing which is very what we can say, common also we can say or uncommon also we can say, it depends on us, that many people, maybe you have observed or not, or maybe even you are having that kind of experience, okay, we were having a lots of work, and in front of us some people are there, those who are sitting very relaxedly, very comfortably, they are sitting in front of us, and even not a single time they are asking that do you need anyone help, do you get anything from me, what can I help you, like that. Even also they are not interested to ask at least once. So the same situation which is having with that Jerome, that George and Harris, they both are sitting very comfortably and they feel very relaxing in front of him, and not a single time they have asked, even they are not asking, interested to ask the situation about the Jerome. So that's why that Jerome is really hate this kind of person. He really irritated. These things was very irritating him. He said that I am not having that kind of nature. If I'll be there in their place, definitely at least once I'll ask them that do you need my help, or what can I do for you, like that, because I am having helping nature. I am having that energetic nature, and that's why I really loved the packing work, and I really hate these kind of persons. He has already started that packing work, everything he has packed, anyhow he managed very well, and now after few hours, now that packing work already completed. So for closing the zip of that bag, he just sat on the bag and then tried to close it. When he closed it, at that moment, that Harris said that Jerome, that means do you remember, or maybe you forgot to keep that boots inside that bag. So he just looked here and there, and at that moment just behind him he found that boots and shoes, that means here the writer has described the word boot. He just taken out and taking out all the stuffs again, keep that shoes inside the bag and then again repacked the bag twice, that means first he has completed, now second time he repacked it. When he just completed and just closed that bag, at that moment again George said that Jerome, have you kept that soap inside the bag for using for bathing work? So Jerome became angry, because unless or until they are not speaking a single word, when that means he completed the work, at that moment he said Okay, have you kept these things? So in a very angry manner, he said that I'm not worrying about the soap. Whatever the thing is there, whatever the thing were there, I have kept everything. Now don't ask me again to anything, or don't tell me anything. Again, thrice he repacked that bag. By the time he remembered about the toothbrush, remembered, okay, still he is having doubt that whether he has kept that toothbrush or not. So he remembered about the toothbrush, and he is having doubt okay, whether he has kept or not. So afterwards he is going to take out all the stuffs. Guys, till here I have explained the chapter. In next video we'll move ahead with this chapter. Bye bye, take care.